Hello everyone, Jairam here. In this tutorial we are going to learn how we can create Django app. In the last tutorial we have already learned how we can install Django on your local PC or laptop, and we have used um, to install Django without any creating virtual environment. So I'll tell you in another video how you can create and install Django using the virtual, but right now we are just using the normal installation process. So I'm going to create one project, Django project. Here it's also mentioned Django admin startup project my site, but I'll use this normal installation, so I will use this python -m Django start project, and that my site. So let's go to the terminal. Clear. Here I'm on my root directory, so I'll go to my desktop. So it's always good to one working directory folder, and if you're working with PHP and you are trying to use www and or htdocs, if you're working with jam, it's not a good thing. So create a separate working folder for the Django projects. So here I have moved to my desktop, and then there is a I have already one folder, my Django projects, right? So let's see, it's blank. So here I will create my new Django project. So here how you can create python -m Django create start project. Suppose my project name is my site, right? So you will see it's successfully created. If I see there is one folder created, my site, right? So in my site, if I go to cd my site, it will list down one file manage.py and then my site. So this is the, you can say, all the commands and everything we have done do with the manage.py, and then my site is the all files related to the our project. So this project is already created under my folder my Django projects. Now how it's look like? So I suggest to use VS Code to open the project. It's my favorite editor. So let me open the project. Here it was desktop, then my Django projects, and it was my site, right? So if I open this one, you can see one file is which is the entry point for this Django project. And if you open the my site, you can see different files like I need ASGI settings.py, urls.py, and wsgi.py. So this is the initial architecture of the files created when you create the new project in Django. So what's next? So we have already created projects, and we can see this is the structure here, and the same structure we have here. I open that project in my VS Code, and this is the root directory. As mentioned, this is the root directory, and all my project files will be here, and we can rename this also according to our need. And this is the manage.py. As I told you, this is command line utility, and we can interact with our Django project with this manage.py. And in my site folder, actual Python packages of my projects will be here. init is the empty file that tells Python that this directory should be considered as a Python package. So then settings, all the configuration settings will be in this file. URLs, our routing and everything will be managed through this url.py. And if you are working with the ASI compatible web servers, then entry point for that will be sgi.py. And similarly, if you are working with the WSGI compatible web servers, then this will be the entry point. Okay, then we have the project is already installed, and we want to see how it's look like. So to start a project, to on a web, uh, to start the web server, you can say. So I'll just on my terminal, what I'll write, this command I'll use, python manage.py run server. Here I will the role of the manage.py. This is the command line, and telling that you have to run the server. So I will hit that. So you can see here Django version this using setting starting development server at this port. By default it's using 8000 port and it's already started. Right now it's telling that 18 unpaired migrations are there, so ignore this one for right now because it's related to the database, and I'll tell you about these migrations in next video. But for the time being, ignore this one, right? I'll tell you about this in next video. So let's see, our web server is running, and development server is running, and let's see is it working or not. Wow, Django has been installed. You can see the first screen of Django when you install successfully. The install worked successfully. Congratulations. So now we have the first page. Django is there and it's successfully installed. So in the next video, we will look into how we can create different apps models in this project, because this is just installation. One more thing I would like to share before closing this start project in Django session. Uh, by default, Django, when you start run server, it uses the 8000 port in web server, right? But suppose that you want to change the ports, maybe that port be occupied by some different applications, so we can run this application on different port as well. So how you can we have to just provide the port number. So how that will, let's close this one, and I'm run server, I'm running it 8080. So let's see if this is running. Oh, my 8080 port is already in use, so I will not use that one. I can use, suppose that 8081. Yep, this port is available. So if I open my project on this new port, and you will see it will running here, and on the previous where it was previously launched, it's not no more exists because we already exited, and that we have launched the Django project on this new 8081 port. So according to your choice, you can launch this Django project on your own port according to your convenience. So, and also like your project is your IP address is changing, and along with the port, and you want to listen all the public IP for your project, then you have to just provide while running this IP, and then provide the port number, and that will run server. Later I'll tell you more about this one when we deploy the project on live in production. So that's it for now. Hope you learn how we can create a project in Django. So see you soon with creating the new apps models in Django. Till then, have a great day.